Hello lovelies, welcome back once again to my channel. This is Masof here. It is always pleasant to have you here. If today is your first time stopping by, a warm akwaba to you. Do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel and also click on the notification bell to be part of this family. So on the menu today we have Acheke recipe. You will love this recipe. We are not just making Acheke, but we are also making some pepper sauce with some side vegetables and fish. You will love this recipe. If you are interested in this video, please stay with me till the end and let's make this together.
Part of Masof's kitchen. You proud to be part of Masof's kitchen.
For this Acheke recipe, you will need some cassava or yucca. So I have my cassava here. I'll go ahead and peel off the skin. If you are not used to how I'm peeling off the skin, please be very careful and use your chopping board. Just look at this. I'll take off all the skin and then bring the cassava into my water there. I'll continue doing this process until I'm done with it. Just look at that. And when I'm done, I will put some tray there and have my grater and then grate all these cassavas into a very nice and smooth texture, just like this. This cassava is filled with water. We have a lot of water in there and starch. So I have my nutmeg bag here, of which I'm going to put all this cassava in there, our grated cassava, yeah. I'll put it in this nutmeg bag, just like you see it. Yes, just look at this. See the water that will come out from this cassava. I will now squeeze the cassava out from the nutmeg bag to get more water out of this cassava. Just look at that. The more you drain the water, the more starch comes out from this cassava. So it's very good gluten-free cassava couscous. Just look at that.
Masof's kitchen.
I will now tie this very tightly to remove all the excess water from this cassava. Just look at that. I will now bring the other nutmeg bag and then put it right in there and then remove all the excess water again. Just look at that. There's a lot of water in this cassava. I will now tie this very tightly again, and when I'm done, I'll bring a very big bowl, just like you see there, and insert a plastic bowl in there. I will tie my cassava very tightly in the small towel. That will help absorb a lot of water from the cassava. I'll bring the cassava onto the bowl, just like you see, and then bring a lot of loads on top of this. I'm just trying to see how to get all the water out of this cassava. This will stay for about 3 days. And after 3 days, I have my tray right there. I have covered my tray with some baking sheets. And I'll bring back my cassava and see if all the water has been drained off. If today is your first time stopping by, a warm akwaba to you. Do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel and be part of this family. Just look at this cassava. It is really dry. There's no water coming out of this. So it is a perfect cassava for our couscous. This is really good. So I'm spreading this cassava onto my tray, just like you're seeing. And when I'm done, I'll bring this to my balcony. We have a bit of sun there to dry it a bit. Not completely dry, but to take some of the moisture out of this. Just look at this. This is outside. So once in a while, I'll come and then stir it up. In fact, I divided this cassava into two because it was too much on one tray. So here is it. We have a perfect cassava flakes for our couscous. Beautiful, beautiful. Just look at that. So I will now strain my cassava into a bowl. In fact, I have 2 strainers on top of each other. I'm just trying to see if one will work or both. But I realize both works the same. If you use 1 strainer or 2, it is perfect. It doesn't matter. All you want to achieve is to have a fine cassava flakes. And that is what we got. Just look at this. I have a very fine and nice cassava flakes for our beautiful Acheke. Just look. Nicely done. Perfect. Please do not hesitate to subscribe and be part of this family. I know you watch me, but most of you don't subscribe. Please do well to subscribe. I have my steamer here. I also have a saucepan filled with water. The water doesn't have to touch the steamer. And I have also placed some parchment paper in the steam so the cassava flakes doesn't go right into the water. That's why I'm doing this, to prevent it. If you have a clean napkin, you can also put it in there. So I'll now go ahead and then pour in my cassava into my steamer, just like you're saying. Please make sure you do it in bits. Do not overcrowd the steamer, please. I covered the lid of my saucepan with the parchment paper and also covered it with some small towel, just to trap all the heat in my steamer so it doesn't go outside, and that will help cook this cassava. Just look at that. It is taking shape and I love what I'm seeing. So it is done. Our first one is done, so it goes right into my bowl. Just look at it. I'm happy with this. And then we will continue doing this until we are done with all the cassava. Oh my goodness. I will do the same thing. Cover it with parchment paper and some towel. Trap all the heat in there. Cook it. And then bring it out. Just look at this. It takes about 5 minutes to 8 minutes to cook the small batches of Acheke. Just look at that. When you bring it into the bowl, you make sure you stir it up until it becomes just like this. Spread it and then give it a gentle mix so it becomes just like this. Voila! On this side, I have 4 beautiful tilapia. This is so beautiful. My fishmonger has cleaned it already, so all I have to do is clean it with some salty water and then pat it clean with my kitchen napkin, and I'm done. I'm about to season this beautiful fish. It looks so good. And I'm happy I don't have to do anything about this fish. Let's go ahead and score this beautiful fish. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to fry this fish. If you feel that you want to put it in the oven, please do so. Just look at that. We will continue scoring all the fish until it's all done, and then I'll go ahead and season it with all the beautiful spices and marinade right there. I'll season it with some salt right now. Just look at that. And then come in with my all-purpose seasoning. Beautiful right there. And then make sure you massage it all over the fish, inside and outside. I also have some anise seed and some rosemary right there. I will season it all with the beautiful spices before I come in with my beautiful green chili sauce or pepper sauce. I'll marinate everywhere, inside out, beautifully. Just look at that. And when I'm done, I'll cover this beautiful fish and let it sit for an hour to penetrate all these beautiful marinades in there, just like you've seen. Beautiful. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor by subscribing and also hit on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you will be first to know. And to my returning subscribers, God bless you. I appreciate your support so much. So we have to make some pepper sauce for this, and I have these beautiful vegetables here. This pepper is very hot, so I'll take some of the pepper and then leave it, or I can't take all those pepper. It's very hot. I have chopped all my veggies right here. I had tomatoes, garlic, ginger, bell peppers. I'll blend this all into a very fine paste. And I'll be blending these vegetables with some oil. Yes, just like that. We'll blend it and we'll make it just like this. See? Yes. I'll pour it into my saucepan and then go ahead and blend the rest of the vegetables and bring it back onto our saucepan. We already have oil in this vegetable, so we're not adding any extra oil. We will let this cook, give it a nice stir, cover it and let it cook for about 10 minutes, and then you give it a nice stir. You have to be very careful that it doesn't burn, so you have to be stirring in between. I'll come in with my fish powder and then my remie all-purpose seasoning, some shrimp cube, and then give it a quick stir, just like you see.
Masof's kitchen.
And then you cover it up and let it continue cooking. So after about 20 minutes, just look at this. You can see that the oil is coming on top of this beautiful sauce, and it tastes really good. It tastes really, really good. Try this recipe and you will love it. Here is it. We have our beautiful pepper sauce. It is done. So here on this side, I have my pan on the stove. I'll pour in some oil, and when it heats up, I will bring in my tilapia and let it fry. Just look at this. The oil is hot and it's very good. So I'll come and then turn it over. Just look at this beauty. It looks really good. Yes. Now, after frying our fish for about 10 to 12 minutes, it is done. I'll take it out from the oil and then continue frying the rest of the fish. Just look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. I will list all the ingredients in the description box below. Do not forget to check it out. Just look at this beautiful fish. So here is our saucepan. I will add a bit of oil and then bring in my chopped vegetables for this beautiful recipe. I have my red onions, spring onions, and all colors of the bell pepper. I will add in my onions into my oil and let this toast in the oil for about 2 minutes until it's a bit soft, and then I'll come in with all the rest of the vegetables and then mix this all together. Beautiful. I'll add 1 shrimp cube on these beautiful vegetables. Add in my homemade all-purpose seasoning. Beautiful. I will make a video of my all-purpose seasoning in the coming days. Just look at this beauty. This is nicely and it tastes really good. We will now let this cook for about 5 minutes. And just look at this, voila, it is done and dusted. It looks good and it tastes really good. Yeah, it is done. On this side, I also have some vegetables. I have red onion, tomatoes, cucumber, and this goes right into my bowl. If you want to make acheke, please have time and make it well. It tastes really good. So all these vegetables goes right into my bowl, and then give it a nice stir. Add my homemade all-purpose seasoning on these veggies. Give it a nice toast, just like you see. Add your olive oil. Yes, amazing. I will now add a bit of salt to taste, and voila, it is done. Beautiful. So now I'll bring in my acheke right there, and I will add part of my vegetables onto this acheke, and then give it a nice stir so it will also have a beautiful taste right there. I'll add in some parsley, mix this all together, and voila, we are done with this beautiful, tasty acheke. Please have time and make this recipe. You will love it. You will love it. Just look at this. Beautiful. So here we have all our vegetables, pepper sauce, our beautiful tilapia. Just look at this. Incredible. It tastes really good. It tastes really good. So let's go ahead and serve ourselves something. So I'll scoop some of my acheke into my plate. Yes, just look at that. And then bring one of my tilapia on the side of the acheke. Go ahead and scoop some of the vegetables right there. Just look at this. Amazing. Look, this is acheke step by step. It tastes really good and you will love this recipe. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor by subscribing and also hit on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be first to know. If you really like this video, please give me some thumbs up, comment, like and share this recipe with your family and friends. Until then, bye for now. Smakelijk eten.